Hi guys, welcome back to Momina's Mixed Plate. It's been a very long time. I have been obviously because of COVID, I've been at home. I've not been doing much. I was unable to do my interviews as well. But today I'm at Lahore Gymkhana Club, and I recently started taking golf lessons. And as I was taking golf lessons, I actually met Pakistan's pro golf player. His name's Hamza Amin, and he plays golf internationally all over the world for Pakistan. And especially after Ali Saad Para, I kind of got this feeling that we as a nation, as our media, as individuals do not celebrate our own actual heroes. And apart from cricket, we don't have any other sport that we truly care about. So in today's segment, I wanted to highlight someone, and I'm going to keep doing this throughout MMP now, that I'll try and bring on other people from other sports that are accomplished that Pakistan doesn't know about, and it'll be a great way for you guys to find out about them. So we're going to talk to Hamza Amin. I'm going to walk towards him. He's sitting here at the golf course, and I hope you guys enjoyed the segment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can be part of the Momina's Mixed Plate family, and let's welcome on Hamza Amin. Okay guys, so this is Hamza. Hi Hamza.
Hi everyone. Hi Momina. Thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you for taking out the time. So Hamza, as I told you guys earlier, is a pro golfer. So I recently started to play golf. Last month, I decided that this is a new sport that I'm going to pick up, and it's a new hobby for me. And when I'm 70 years old, I can still do something fun. And I ran into Hamza here, and I found out that he's played in the Australian Open. He's played around the world, and nobody here really knows about it. I thought it was a personal feeling for me that I worked in the media for over 10 years and I'd never met him or never spoken about him or written about it. So today I thought I'll rectify that and get to know him a bit better, and you guys can get to know him as well. So hi Hamza.
So yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course.
Thanks for having me on. I'd also like to point out that Momina is on the range almost every day,
Yeah.
and it seems like she's got the virus.
Yeah, I've got the virus. Not COVID, but the golf virus.
Yes.
Okay, so Hamza, tell me quickly. I want to know a little bit about I know you started when you were 10 years old, but how did it progress from from wanting to learn golf? Because your father also was one of Pakistan's top golfers. I mean, he made a huge name for himself internationally as well. So can you just talk a little bit about the influence he had on your life and your own golf career?
So my parents actually met on the golf course. Okay, that's where it all started. And when I was 10 years old, I'd been seeing my dad, play throughout my childhood, and then he taught me how to hit the ball and how to swing and all that. And golf has always been in my family. Both my grandfathers played, my grandmother, my uncles, my cousins, everybody. So it was always part of growing up. But my dad helped me take it to the next level. And then when I was about 22, 23, I turned professional, and that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
How my journey started. But my dad has always been a very a leading figure of the development of my game.
And also he's also the president of the Asia Golf Association, right?
Yes, that's true. So he's the chairman of APGC. That is correct. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. And so you would travel with him and play, or did you learn completely here? Do you have coaches abroad, or because I know a lot of pro athletes move either to the US or to Europe, and then they get proper training there, because Pakistan generally doesn't. Even with tennis, I know a lot of people generally a lot of international players from more developing countries do move into either mainstream Europe or to the US to train. Did you do the same?
So I met my coach, Patrick, back in the day in 2011, I think.
Okay.
He was my uncle's coach, and he said, come over for a couple of weeks of training. And really, that's where I really started fine-tuning my game.
Okay.
And we took it to a level where we decided, okay, it makes sense to turn pro. And back in the day, I was based in Phoenix over the winter, and
Okay.
we were just outside Washington, D.C. in the summers, and I was doing a lot of work with him. He used to travel with me as well. My dad has come to a few events, but he wouldn't travel with me as such.
Okay. All right, interesting. So, okay, can you tell me a little bit about your greatest wins? And he's basically played like I said, all over the world. And when I mean all over the world, he was telling me earlier, from Like from New Guinea?
No, Equatorial Guinea.
Equatorial Guinea. I was like, New
Equatorial
Guinea?
Yeah. I went there 3 times to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Like it's crazy.
So
like
golf has taken me to some places like I would have never traveled to.
that you would never
otherwise.
travel to otherwise. But that's what happens with, like, I feel like that happens with a lot of athletes and even with a lot of actors and things, like you get to travel a lot. So what has been your favorite place that you visited?
Wow, there've been so many, but my favorite place to play and to be in is Australia, Sydney. I
Okay.
love it. Great memories over there and a beautiful place to play golf and just generally live.
Just generally there. So can you tell me, like, in like very briefly, like 3 of your highlights, like for your career?
I would say qualifying for the Asian Tour.
Yeah.
There's only been 2 other Pakistanis that have ever done that. In 2014, I made it on the Asian Tour. That was a big highlight. Then winning the Austrian Open in 2018.
Oh,
the
wow.
Austrian National Open. That's been my biggest win. And I've had 4 other wins here in Pakistan. So each one of them
Has been-
has been great. So those are the highlights. of my
But
career.
I was like, so before I did this interview, I was obviously stalking his Instagram and I saw a picture of Tiger Woods.
Yes, that's true. I did meet him in 2015 in Virginia.
Okay.
I went to watch him play actually, and he was playing with a friend of mine. And then I told my friend, I was like, "Yo, can you just set up a little quick
Yeah.
meeting where I can say hi and speak to Tiger?" And he hooked it up after the game, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Enjoyed
That's,
it.
so what was the one thing that you asked him? Like I always like think like, okay, if I ever met like my like sports heroes, what would I ask them? And every time I think about it, I choke up. Like even like without ever being there, like if I were ever to meet like Federer or Djokovic or Nadal, and I'll just like, what would I ask them? Like there's so much to ask, but like you just,
Yeah, there's so little time and
Yeah,
so much to
so
ask, and there were hundreds of people around over there. So I just, said I'm a big fan of his, and I've been watching him since I'm young, and I just wished him good luck for the week. And
Yeah.
he said appreciated that and said thanks, and he just kept it quite simple.
Yeah. So okay, anyways, before we get to the next part, like which was going to be like, I want to talk a little bit about what your final, like what your plans are for the future. I have a really fun MMP segment planned for you.
Sure. Okay.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Hamza. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to play a game of Would You Rather.
Okay.
Have you played Would You Rather before?
Not on TV.
Not on TV or on digital or on camera?
Yeah.
All right. So these are some really fun ones, guys. I had a lot of fun creating this segment for him, and like as like MMP followers know that I love playing such short games. So 5 of them. Let's see how you do.
All right. Let's do
Okay.
it.
Would you rather be able to eat anything you want and have it be of perfect nutrition, or have to only sleep 1 hour of the day and be fully rested?
I'm gonna go for eat anything I want. Definitely.
what I was
Yeah, of course, have to.
Yeah, that's what I'll talk. Because I was like, sleep, I'm really happy with like 6-7 hours of sleep. Yeah. Be able to converse with animals, or have lifelong fluency in every human language.
I'm gonna go with the lifelong fluency in every language.
Have an extra arm or an extra leg.
I'm gonna go with food. I'm gonna go with the extra arm.
I also thought that because I thought that like if I'm wearing a skirt or like pants, like 3 legs would be like really
Yeah,
weird.
3 legs is just generally really weird.
Yeah,
I'm
like
gonna
so.
go with the arm.
Yeah, same. Climb the tallest mountain or travel to the bottom of the sea.
Bottom of the sea.
So, would you rather change sexes every time you sneeze, or not know the difference between a baby and a muffin?
Ooh, wow. I think I'm gonna go with not know the difference between a baby and a muffin.
Really? I guess as a girl in Pakistan, I would love to like just
The thing is that
sneeze and like
I
if there's a predator.
If I sneeze in the wrong situation and
Yeah.
become a girl, then it can be really, really awkward.
Yeah.
If I don't know the difference
Yeah.
between a baby and a donut,
It's
No,
okay. I'm
it's
just dumb. People just think I'm silly. But no, I was thinking, I was like, being a woman in Pakistan, it might be a really good superpower to have, sneeze and turn into a boy, like no predator coming near you.
if I can control the time, I would go with that.
Yeah.
If I can control the timing, I'll go with that.
Otherwise, you're like,
Otherwise, I'm like dangerous.
okay. So before we sign off, okay, so guys, Hamza's also going to teach me a little bit of golf. Like he's going to do a little bit of coaching, and maybe we'll try.
She's doing a really good job. She has a really good swing, but just 1 or 2 pointers to fine tune.
Yeah, he's very sweet. He played with me earlier today, and I was horrible beyond belief. And he was very patient and stayed alongside and didn't make fun of me, which was really nice. But so, what are your plans for your future? Where do you see yourself?
So well, the end goal is always to play on the European tour.
Yeah.
Last year, because of COVID, there was no qualifying, so I couldn't really get on the European tour. So this year in September, hopefully, I'm going to give it a shot.
Amazing. That sounds really cool.
It is going to be very cool.
It will be very cool.
Yes.
And when will that be? Like, so once COVID is like,
Well, I think September usually is the date where they have the qualifying.
okay.
Thinking of hitting up the US Open qualifying in the summer as well.
Okay,
Just
amazing.
looked at the dates and the venues this year, so I think that could be the summer plan.
Okay, and before you teach me, I want to wish you all the best. And I
Thank you
hope
very
you do wonderfully.
Yes.
And I hope you become like bigger than Tiger Woods one day.
I hope so. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, guys, so I finally roped Hamza in to teach me a few things, and he is standing right around there. Hi, Hamza.
Hey, what's
What's up? Okay, so he's gonna teach me a few things, like just like he's been noticing my game throughout. So Hamza, what are we gonna do? Like, what are you gonna teach me?
So, from our on-course play today, I saw that you were bending your elbows way too early
Yeah.
to impact. So I want you to extend those elbows through impact and right after impact. And with the driver, what do we say? We don't want to touch
The ground.
The ground, exactly.
Yeah. So are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, guys, so I'm gonna show you guys how he does it, and then we'll see how I do it.
All right. I want you to get this feeling, right? Not
Yeah.
this. All right, I'll show you.
And oh, look at how far his ball goes. I don't think that the camera can capture it, but it is insane.
Just copy that.
Okay, are you gonna take the camera from me now?
Here.
Okay, guys, let's see if I can do what he's asking me to do.
Little wider stance. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful shot.
Not bad,
Nice.
first time.
Great job.
So I'm gonna beat him one day, inshallah. Until then, you guys enjoy. Come out and play golf, guys. It's a really fun sport, and learn a little bit more about what our athletes are doing. And I'm really excited to see where Hamza's career is gonna take him. And until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye.